Welcome back. In this live stream, we are going to attempt to put together this whole PC inside this case with new fans and a new power supply. In the previous live stream, we did the unboxing of this MSI case. This is the Pano 100LPZ. And we got this power supply for our 5090. We're still working on it, okay? Still not here, but it will come. So we need a lot of power. So we need the power of AI, okay? And this is it, 1250, 1250 watts. This is the MSI MPG A1250GS PCIe5 power supply. Just 10 years of warranty. Have you ever seen any? I don't remember of any electronic products that comes with 10 years of warranty. I mean, this thing is just absolutely a monster. Okay, so I'm excited to put this together today. So here's the thing. What I really want to see right now, okay, I want to migrate my PC to this new case, that's for sure. But what I want to see right now, what I cannot wait, is to get all this RGB goodness inside this case. I want to figure out how to connect these fans on the case, because I've never done it before. So that is the thing that I'm more excited about, because just taking this apart and putting it back is going to be a challenge, that's for sure, but I've already done that. Okay, so maybe it is not the best or easiest way to put all the fans before we put the motherboard, because we might have more space without the fans being here. But we'll figure it out. If I have to remove them, that's okay. I just want to work on that right now, and maybe we can put it together. Then tomorrow we do another live stream. Then we finally finish the build tomorrow, because I don't want to go to sleep way too late today. Now I do have 3 cameras set up at my laptop. I have the main camera. I have a camera from the top, and I can change, make one full screen, so I can focus in any specific area. And I can finally read the chats here because I have the laptop. So I'll be reading the chats. Thank you very much, Bruno. We have our expert Bruno here in the chat. Thank you very much for checking out the stream. Yeah, it's the second stream. On the first one, we just unboxed all this goodness. These RGB fans are the MPG EZ120 addressable RGB, man. I've never had these ever. I consider this a luxury item, and I am so happy that MSI sent this to me. Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, I cannot wait to see all the explosion of colors, because airflow is not enough. The $10,000 command center needs color. Okay, it needs colorful airflow. Okay, so yeah, this is just gonna be beautiful, man. I cannot wait to put this together and see it working. Okay, you fixed your G-Sync and your S90D. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that. So it worked. What I told you, it worked. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna get a red eye today for sure. After you set it up, plug in to a CRT TV. No, bro. No, bro, no. We have the right tool to get the job done. We also got from MSI this 360 hertz QV OLED monitor, which I've already done like 5 videos about this monitor, because it is so amazing. 360 hertz on an OLED. It's so clear, so fast. It is brutally fast. Okay, we need these. to really take advantage of multiple frame generation, because I love TVs. I love to play on my huge TV, but once I get that 5090 and MFG, we need a lot more hertz. So this is gonna be fantastic. So thank you very much, MSI, for sending me this monitor. I love it. Okay, absolutely love it. So, but yeah, CRTs are awesome. The thing is just the screen size and the resolution. If I had a 1440p 100 hertz CRT monitor, that would be fantastic. But I don't have that. So I absolutely love CRTs, but we need better than bigger screen size. NH-D15 King of Air Coolers. So I got an NH-U12A for the 13700K undervolted, works just fine at max 240 watts. I mean, this CPU cooler is a monster. Now, this CPU cooler doesn't fit in this case at all. Okay, so I have to have an open case collecting dust all the time. I believe this should fit in this case. This is a lot bigger. Now, this case is huge. It's super wide, but it has a lot of space from the motherboard to the back, because this case is the Pano 100. Let me see, I always forget the name of the case. It's the Pano 100 LPZ. MAG Pano 100 LPZ. This case is ready for Project Zero motherboards from MSI. These motherboards have the connectors in the back of the motherboard. So when you have all the tempered glass here, this 270 degrees tempered glass, which is just beautiful. You can see everything on your PC. All the connectors of the motherboard will be on the back, so you don't see any connectors, and it looks surreal. You're like, what kind of cable management does that case have? Because I don't see any cables. Well, because the cables are on the back. So hopefully we can get one of those motherboards in the future. I'm planning to upgrade after the 5090 and after I recover, because 5090, I'm buying it myself. Okay, that's a lot of money. So thank you very much, MSI, for sending me these, because after the 5090, I have no money for anything else. Okay, so but after the 5090, after I recover, I was planning to get, and I am planning to get, the 9800X3D. Now, for the AMD Ryzen 9800X3D, there's no Project Zero motherboard yet, but it might come out. We don't know. So that would be just killer with this case. Absolutely insane. So yeah, thank you very much, MSI. This is fantastic, because I mean, obviously, coming from a $23 case. I mean, this case, I don't remember, it was like 27 plus shipping, something like that. Obviously, I'm going to be blown away with this case, obviously. So I love it. I mean, it just has so much potential. This case has my mind, dreaming, oh, I'm gonna get an AIO to, liquid cool the CPU. Oh, but you know what? I can also get a liquid cool 5090. I cannot get that here. Okay. So it has so many options and so many customization possibilities. I just love it. Okay, and you have this tempered glass, which is beautiful. It lets you see the entire PC. Okay, so of course MSI sends me this. They don't have to tell me, hey, you have to say good things about this. I'm gonna love it. Okay, and I appreciate that MSI actually only required me to name the product in the description of the video. That's it. So I am free to say whatever I want about these products. And of course, I love them because, I mean, of course, this is nice. Who is not going to love addressable RGB with these nice fans? They go all in sync on this beautiful tempered glass. I mean, obviously, you don't have to, you're going to love it. And this power supply, I mean, it doesn't get any, I would never need any other power supply ever, unless NVIDIA comes out with a new connector or something like that. But when it comes to power, 1250 watts. It's just insane. And this power supply can handle spikes that are significantly higher than the power that it is rated for. So we know about the 5090 fire hazard and potential explosion issues. So yeah, it doesn't get any safer than this. I'm still gonna be a 5090, but I mean, it's just, of course, beautiful gear. MSI Straight said, you are on your own with the 5090. Well, so can you believe that? I mean, the 5090 is so hard to get. MSI could send me this. They couldn't sell me a 5090 because the thing is, none of these companies can offer any privilege to anyone. So because the 5090 are scarce, so they cannot offer me the privilege of giving them $3,000 on a 5090. That's a privilege. So they cannot give me that. Okay, they can send me all this nice stuff with the 5090. No way. So 5090 right now is a legendary status. Okay. So let me, I'll keep reading your comments. Let me get started to see if I can at least put together the fans on this one. So this one is brand new. I have not opened this case with the fans yet, but I already opened one of these because actually we got seven of these fans. So if I am not too careful, this case might go flying. This is a helicopter. It might just go and levitate off my desk. So we got 7 of these. I already opened 3, and I opened the one that came by itself. So I don't want to create a lot more mess of what I already have. So I'm going to bring this down because I want to first figure out the fans and the addressable RGB connections and all that first. So I'm gonna put this down, try to build the fans with the case, and then after that, I'll try to take apart my PC and let's see if we can finish the I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that. So you bought an SFF case, went from a huge ATX to a smaller compact ATX, and now build an ITX SFF PC. I'm gonna need a lot of space because after I get the 5090, and by the way, I always use this case like this because the metal here where the support brackets for the GPU is so flimsy. The GPU is going to sag. So I don't like that, of course. The GPU is huge too, so it might sag here as well. But I believe because this is more supportive, this is a lot harder material than these, it might be fine. It might be fine. Even the CPU cooler also is very heavy. So yeah, I always use this case like this open because the side doesn't close on this cheap case. So yeah, it's a big upgrade for me. So I'm gonna take this case down because we're gonna work on the new one, and I'm going to put the fans. Now the power supply, I don't think I'm going to put the power supply into the new case yet because I want to wait. I want to wait until I have all the components inside the new case. See, I moved these. It's fine. So I want to wait until I have all the new components in the new case because I don't want the power supply. I mean, it's modular power supply. So when everything is ready, I connect everything, and then all those cables, I connect them to a power supply outside the case, and then once it is connected, then I put it in. So I don't want to. I have to wait. So it's like the last step is to put the power supply. So I'm gonna put the fans first. Let's do the fans first. And let's see how it goes. So this is the box that I already opened. I'm gonna put this box right here. I'm gonna bring up all these We got 3 fans in these big boxes. This is intimidating, honestly, for someone. Someone was saying here in the chat. I mean, to build a PC with so many components can be intimidating. I've done it like 4 or 5 times. Remember, I come from Cuba. These nice toys didn't exist where I come from. This is for me more than a dream. I mean, this was not even my dream. Okay, I was never. I mean, I expected to one day have a nice PC, but not this. Okay, this was going beyond my dreams. Where I come from, this doesn't exist. You cannot just go to the store and buy these things. So I've built PCs before, like 4 or 5 PCs. So I don't have a lot of experience doing this. I have to figure it out, like everyone else. Not the first time, but yeah, it's the first time I'm building this anyway. So it's a good monitor, but small compared to average quality. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have it 65-inch, 360 hertz, 4K QD OLED, but we don't have that. So anything beyond, now we're gonna have 165 hertz with the new TVs coming, but anything beyond that, you need a monitor, unfortunately. And 360 hertz is only a 27-inch for now. Is that the height case? I wanted that one, but it was sold out at the time. So no, this is the MSI panel, MSI MAG Pano 100 LPZ case. Maybe there are some cases that are similar to this one in the design. It is like a kind of very special style. So with these fans, let me get into the subjects, see if we can finish today. So with these fans, we get these to control the addressable RGB, and we have these to glue. And I guess this smooth part would take care of this. So because it fits perfectly, so I guess we would glue this here and then glue this to the case. Now, where am I going to place this? I have no idea yet. So we'll have to try. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. But before I figure this out, I just want to put the fans with the connections in. So let me first try to put 3 of these fans together and see how that goes. I'm gonna try to put 3 of these fans together. They have their, of course, there's a manual which I can read, and it's not a bad idea to have it right here just in case. But usually I don't read the manual. I prefer to struggle. So we have one. Let's take the other one out of the box. Let me tell you, these fans, the plastic feels so strong. This plastic is not, it has nothing to do with the plastics of the fan I have on my case. This is a strong plastic, and it has this rubber material at the corners to absorb the vibrations. The fan is transparent. We have RGB everywhere, just lighting everywhere. So they look very, very good. Very, very nice. Let me open these. I don't want to break it. You know, I like to keep all the original packaging in good shape as I can. So I don't go like forcing everything and try to open it. I'm very careful basically, because I want to keep everything in new-like conditions. So we got the fan without any, so this one doesn't have any cable, so I would use this one as the last one. So the one at the corner. So there is a, oh, look, this is magnetic. I feel the magnetic force already. You see, they go together. But of course, there's something to put them together at the top, but this is already, you see the magnetic? Ooh. So this is nice. This is nice. They're gonna go together. They're going to sync. Read your comments here. It's gonna be a long stream, 12-hour stream incoming. I need to go to sleep, so hopefully we can put the fans together. Have you ever cage fought another man? So I was in karate since I was 8 years old, but in karate, when you are a kid, they didn't allow to punch in the face to the kids. So you could punch in the face, but not with bad intentions. You had to control the technique to not damage. And I guess they do that because they don't want to see blood with the kids, but they allow strong kicks. They also tell you that try to not kick with bad intentions, but a kick in the face is a lot harder than a punch. Let me tell you that. So the answer is no. I've never cage fight anyone. But when I was a kid, I was, hit with everything. So even with punches, because sometimes by mistake you get hit. But I never got my nose broken. I got it bleeding, but not the bone broken. I never got my nose broken. I'm good. I'm using the force. Contemplating the open air test bench type of cases or frames, as I don't put side panels on my PC case. Well, let me tell you, I actually like that aspect a lot about this case, because in the future, we might get some GPUs and some PC components for the channel. And I welcome that. So the thing is, after I get the 5090, I would not be super interested in getting a 5070, 5080 because I have the 5090. But I would not say no. I mean, if any company wants to send me a GPU for testing, that's content for the channel. I'm not gonna say no. Now, I would be interested on getting an AMD GPU because I've never tried AMD. So to get a 9070 XT, that would be nice. I would like to get a 9070 XT. So to have this case where I can remove this side panel, I can also remove the front. So we have this one and this one. I can remove all of it. So the case would be like an open bench. It's wide open. So that's awesome. I really like that about this case. So okay, here it is. So there you go. I mean, it's just magnetically coming together. So, but there is something to connect the addressable RGB and all that stuff. And I believe it is this. So we have two of these that make sense. One for here and one for here. So we have 3 fans, 2 joints. So that's where these come from. And these also have a magnetic mechanism. So you don't get the polarity wrong or anything. Let's see. If I try to, you can see that there's a hole that is perfect here in place. So if I try to put this in, see, it's not going in. Right now, in this position, this is not going in. See, if I try to put it in, it's going out. We're a magnetic force. So all I have to do is to flip it. Boom. It just goes right in ferociously. So I love that mechanism. It is so clean, no screwdriver, nothing. And this has the MSI branding on it too. I'm not sure if this is something standard or if it's just something proprietary from MSI, something that they created. This is a very, very, very cool concept. It just works so beautifully. I love that. So we got those together now. Let's see, what else do we need to put this together? Maybe it is better to screw the fans on the case first and then do this. We'll figure that out. Let's see if this was the best way. Only in America. Man, the US, this is such a great country. Such a great country. Love America. America is awesome. How's it going? Gaming Tech, how are you doing? You want to jump in? I have space for another camera. I sell you my 9070 XT for $1,300. My God. Oh, let me tell you, there are some people who reach out to, oh, there's another one. There's another one. So some people reach out to sell me a 5090 for over the listed price. And I'm like, you can get a lot more money for that. So again, you're trying to contribute, but you can get a lot more money for your 5090. If you want to help the channel, sell me the 5090 for the listed price. That would be awesome. But if you want to make more money, then don't sell it to me. Just sell it in the used market. Now, these have a number that I am ignoring. So it says 6, 9. Would that number matter at all? Huh. I'm not sure. Maybe it does matter because the order maybe it does matter. Let me read which number this has. It says 5. I don't see any number here or here. So this one says 5. Let me keep these together. Let me see what this one says. 5. So it's the same. 5, 5. And this one says 6 and 6. Well, I'm going to flip it and do the same over here. Same over here. It doesn't want to go this way. So I'm going to flip it. Oh. This one is different. Huh. This one is different because it doesn't have. Yeah, this last one is different because it doesn't have the same shape here. So let me check if there is one of these. Yeah. Yeah. So these are different. These are different. Oh, I get it now. These are different because this is a straight. It's like perfectly straight. If I can show you. This one is perfectly like an H. If this camera focuses, it's an H. But these ones are not an H. This one has a curve. So it's different, and I can see the shape here. So for this one, huh. Well, I have to figure it out. It's not that. Okay, let's see what Gaming Tech says. I'm not allowed to share anything. Huh. This Gaming Talk. Oh, working on Assassin's Creed HDR review. Oh, nice. So you got a review code before release. That's awesome. That's awesome. I hope they figured out the HDR because the previous Assassin's Creeds have been terrible when it comes to HDR. They have been very bad. So hopefully this one is good. Okay, so we have to use one of these. Oh, I cannot. I have to figure this out. So this is for sure like this, because it has the shape. And this one has to be straight. Good thing is that they only go one way, so they don't let you make a mistake on that one. But the problem is that this last one doesn't go in. I might have to change this fan for this one because I don't have one for here. So I think this one has to go in the corner. So the Noctua fans, I don't know the comparison, but I think the one I got was the biggest size. 9070 XT isn't worth $1,300. I mean, it's worth whatever people are willing to pay, honestly. Hi there. I stumbled on your channel the other day with the CRT filter video. I like your videos, man. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully we get an update on that app because the developer actually said that he was going to work on an update for the next beta. So it is great that we call the attention on that. So yeah, FSR4 seems to be very good though. FSR4, huge improvement. So MSI should send you a 5090. They don't have one, but that's the problem. They do not have one. And the thing is, I mean, you might think, well, how can, of course they have one. What I mean is my contact, he doesn't have one. He wants one for himself. He doesn't have one. So the thing is, to send me a 5090 would be a privilege. The review period window and all that is gone. So at this point, it's gone. The time to send me a 5090 is basically gone. So I got the contact later. I wish I had the contact sooner. So yeah, I have no choice. Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out because I only have, this is an H and this is an H. So I have two H, 5 and 5, and these are the 6s. So the thing is, I can use an H everywhere, but I cannot use the other one everywhere. So for the other one, it is one here. And that's it. I have an H over here. So I have to flip this in a way. And it's not like this. Oh, let me try this. Maybe. No, I cannot do that because this is where the connector is. I can do this. So we have an H here. Another H here. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, we got it. So here's the thing. There's no way you can get this wrong because you have two that are a certain way that go at the top, and you have other two that are a different way that go at the bottom. So the two H's go one way and the other two go the other way. So these are at the bottom and these are at the top. So I had them mismatched. So you have to find the right combination. There's no way you can get this wrong, basically. No way. So there's no way you're going to finish your build and then this is going to be messed up. Nice. So we got them together and it's all magnetic. So we figured it out, man. This is just beautiful design, bro. The design. Jensen said, amazing design. And then the 5090 exploding everywhere. Oh, incredible design. That's what he said. And then we find out that 5090 is a fire hazard. So we got 50 people in the chat. Thank you very much for checking out the stream. I hope you just go all MSI everything with an MSI 5090. I can't wait to see the $10,000 command center AI Dragon Roar PC command center. I would love to get an MSI 5090, but the thing is, the 5090s are a myth. So you have to try to buy whatever is available. I cannot choose. I cannot choose which 5090 I'm gonna buy. Whichever is available. I would like to get the cheapest one, and so the Founders Edition would be the best 5090 for me. It's not the best performance. I mean, we have the MSI. What is that? We have the Vanguard, the Supreme SoC. It performs like it's one of the chart toppers. That would be amazing, but that's the one everyone wants. So it's even more difficult to get that one. So what I've been doing is participating in the shuffles and trying to get one. There was a Newegg shuffle today, and I didn't win. I didn't win the right to spend $3,000 on a 5090. They had available today the was the Asus stuff. I think it was, which is it's great, but yeah, I didn't win. So we got this together. Now, what else do we need? Why so many cables? So for putting the fans together, there's no cable, so that's great. So I wonder. So it seems like the power, like I don't have to connect these to power at all. Like, I mean, the one in the middle and this one. Let's see. So which other cables we have? So we already got these. So we have here all the screws that we need to put the fans. We have this controller. And we have these. So if I just look at it, I see, okay, this port goes with this. That's not difficult to figure it out. So I'm gonna start connecting cables where they obviously go. So this cable obviously goes right here. Boom, that's some progress right there. So this is USB. So this is USB, so USB to USB. And this one should go to the motherboard. Let's see, where would this go? I don't know. But we have here, let's see what else we can connect. We have this small connector right here. Oh, there it is. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start connecting things that have the same port to make some progress, and then we'll figure it out if that was even necessary. I mean, I don't think we can do it wrong because the ports means it's hard to get wrong because it either goes in or not. So you see, for example, this port has 8 pins and is missing one in one of the corners. This one doesn't have 8 pins, so it's not here. So it's not here. This cable is not for here. Let's see the other side. Oh, this one is. So this is the one that goes here. We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 4 here. And it should go this way. Yeah, that was a success. So that's exactly how it goes. So there you go. So this one is this one, let me see what it says here. I don't see. what it says. So we're gonna have to figure out where that goes on the motherboard or whatever else. Now we have these big two. Actually, we have four. So this is one for each fan. One for each fan. Is it this connector? No. Or is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it is this connector. Let me get this. So we got one. So Chris has this case in white. He showed me. He recorded a short on his YouTube channel and showed me his build with a white case. So exactly the same case, the MSI panel, MAG Pano 100 LPZ, but in white. So he got this white case with the white motherboard, a white GPU, like everything is white, and it looks absolutely incredible. He even has like a robot inside the case. So it looks, I mean, absolutely insane, that build. So he's saying, hey, bro, I think that one, a smaller one, goes in the middle, and the other two go on the other side. So the smaller one goes in the middle. So I'm not sure in which moment you were commenting. But yeah, I don't have any other place to put it. Yeah, I missed the moment where you commented that. Yeah, you need more cables besides just that one coming to the end. Those pieces connect all the RGB through the fans. Okay, so we do need more cables. I guess we need these. So we unzip these. So I guess this one would go in one of these. We have only one way. Let's see, going in. Yeah, it is going in. So let me hear that click. Yeah, click. So that's good. We have one. So maybe this is just for the addressable RGB, but now we need power. This is USB to the motherboard. And these two are probably also going to the, oh, this is power. This is probably power to the power supply. Yeah, this goes to the power supply. So we have two of these. Now, let's see what other cables we have here. So I'm just opening cables and see where I can fit them. See what Todd says. They were in limited amounts and about 15% of them burned down. Yeah, 5090 is a myth. Building. Oh, I think building construction, complete new construction options. Let's see. Man, that's a good choice. My 4090 bullet, my side panel off for being way larger when my case could fathom. That's a powerful GPU. It destroys your case. You have to name your PC something awesome. The $10,000 comment set. We will think about it. So we got another one. So this is a small connector. Now this is the part where we have to figure out what are we gonna do with these. This is a very small connector. Let's see which other. The thing is, on these fans, I only see the connections for the hub, and that's it. So where are the rest of the connectors? I think that's it. See, where do I put this one? See what else we have. Well, that was it for the fans. Let's see if I'm missing some. So these, you have also these. Oh no, we we do have a lot of them. Actually, we have here all these cables. We do have a lot of them. So each one of these should go like this for here, of course. We need power. We need power for the fans. So this should be the same. Dime cómo está la cosa, mi hermano. That was Cuban. I spoke Cuban there with Carlos Lopez. Healthy competition. Now the little H pieces will connect the RGB. You don't need, but that one cable, you got it right. Okay. This one should be power. So this one should be power. So I'm going to guess this one's going to come here. No, it doesn't want to come on this one. So I might have to connect it here. But no, because this one has the other shape. Interesting. So it's not this one. They are different because they have a shape. This one also has a T shape. Oh, I see, I see. I'm gonna have to maybe look at the manual. Okay, so if I look at the manual, I think I'm doing good. Oh, but there's like a number. Like I'm not even looking at the number. So the point of having numbers on these cables is so you see the number and then you look at them at the instructions, which I am reluctant to do. But I should. So this is 1. Okay, so 1 goes on the corner. But the thing is, this 1 is a T shape. So this corner is not a T shape. This one is. So this one should go here. And it's not going here because it's repelling. So if this is repelling, maybe I have to flip this one. Huh. Let me keep opening the rest of them. So this one goes. This one looks like it will connect 2 of the fans. It will be a lot easier to open a YouTube video to figure it out. Oh, I see now. I see now. No, I messed it up. I messed it up because these. This one don't even have connectors. Well, we're in for a long night. I dress up in a suit. I think he's buying an RTX 5090. Yeah, if you're gonna buy the 5090, you have to dress up for the occasion. Okay, we're talking about life-changing money. In this case, it's not life-changing in your favor. But yeah, a real man doesn't check the instructions. Exactly. I mean, come on. It's better to just struggle for like 4 hours and finally figure it out, right? It makes more sense. But I mean, this shouldn't be difficult. The thing is, what I don't understand is why this one perfectly fits in here, but the magnetic is telling me no, that's actually not right. So I wonder if I should flip it. But why would I? If this already is connected perfectly, I don't know, why would I have to flip these? And the thing is, if I put it here and it works, I have an issue with that because this is working, but the shape is not the same. So I have a T shape here, and that doesn't match with these. So let me see if I have one of these shapes. Yes, I have this one. So this one fits, but now this one is free. And so this is to connect. Oh, because this is probably to daisy chain this triple setup with the other triple setup. So that would make sense. That would make sense. So let's see if I can connect this one maybe here, but that wouldn't make sense. No. So then this one is done. This one stays like that, or let me try to see if this one goes in now. No, this doesn't go in. Or maybe this is why we have these to fill the gaps. So we have these plastic parts that don't have a connector to just fill the gap. So you don't have anything open. So it looks close and nice. So we have these, but it looks like they have a magnetic thing too. So it's not fitting here. Four, of course, there's a number, so I should look at it. But nah, it's better to figure it out like this, right? So I think that worked. So I believe this one is set up. I just don't know where all these missing cables go. I have a lot of missing cables here. Check the other end. That's probably an extension. Now this is an extension. It looks like it is an extension. That's an extension to connect more fans. Yeah, to daisy chain. So I can daisy chain these three with the other three. But let me figure out these three first before I have more cables that I don't know where to connect. Reading the instructions give us 20 IQ points. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, if I cannot figure this out without reading the instructions, I mean, we're talking about fans, okay? It shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, I should be able to figure it out. They're just advanced, ultra luxurious fans. So, I mean, this is power. I believe I did write the connection here with these three fans, and power is only for one end, which I did write. This is number one. Let me read. Yeah, this is number one. I did this right. So you have power on one end. The other end, you have just the plastic thing. And if you want a daisy chain, then you connect it at the bottom. So you cannot get that wrong. Now let me also, I'm missing a plastic here. Let me also set a plastic right here to cover. Doesn't go in. This one doesn't go in. Boom. So I love that magnetic system because there's no way you can get it wrong. There's no way we can get it wrong, right? So it's gonna work. Suffering for a 5090 is unavoidable. Might as well do it in a suit. That's what I'm talking about. See? We do it with class. The temperature is nice. I mean, I'm not hot. It's a nice temperature here. I'm in the basement. This is nice. So I think this is all set. Why do I have so many more cables is what I don't know. Why do I have so many cables? I mean, this is only from one box. I have not opened this one, but I might be. So here, this is a controller. Definitely, each one of these have to go here, right? I guess so. Or maybe we have more cables than what we need, just in case we want to use the fans separately. I think that makes sense because maybe you buy 3 fans, but not necessarily to have them all 3 together. Maybe that's why they have one cable for each fan, and I might not need all the cables. Is what I'm thinking. What do you think, Chris? Like he has this case. You don't need the other cables. The magnetic pieces will carry the RGB and power throughout the 3 fans. Exactly. So this is all set. This is all we need. So the thing is, they are including all these extra cables just in case that you want to use them separately. So let's say you have 3 PCs, you're missing the rear end fan, and you buy one of these combos with 3. Why would you do that? Well, because I think it's better to buy 3 together because you get this addressable RGB controller and you get that for triple the price of one single fan. But the thing is, if you buy 3 fans separately, you spend the same amount of money and you don't get the addressable RGB. So it makes more sense if you need 3 fans to get a triple like this with the addressable RGB. And you might still want to use them separately, not necessarily together. So I think that makes sense. We don't need these cables. So because we don't need them, I'm going to, of course, carefully put them back in their packaging. I love this packaging. I think this is great. We can protect the connector. I'm gonna put them back together. Nice. Okay, that makes sense, right? So we're starting to make sense. Hopefully we can get it done. So that makes sense. That makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Like Jensen says, makes perfect sense. The price, $5090. Well, let me tell you, when I saw a $5090 for $2,000, I was like, man, that's a great price. I think it's a steal for $2,000, and I was right. It is a steal. I'm gonna have to pay $3,000. So $5090, $2,000. I mean, if you got a Founders Edition for $2,000, I think you stole that. That's just insane. But here's my question now. I don't need, so if I don't have to use the rest of the ports, I don't need the other addressable RGB then, because the other 3 fans are gonna go to only one of these, and then the last one can go to the other. So I don't need another one, basically, right? I don't need another addressable RGB. Yes, you got it right. Those cables are for it. You don't connect them together. So I think we are done with a single one of these. We just need the fans. So the design of these fans with this magnetic joints to put them together, it's amazing because it transfers power and the addressable RGB information for the fans. And that reduces the amount of wires that you need. You don't need a wire for every single fan. You just need one. I mean, this one in the middle has no wires. It's just the... So you say, yeah, you've been slot them from... I don't know why you always use the danger sign. I think we got a... Did we get a comment from Gaming Tech? No. I think I saw Gaming Tech. Okay. So let's put this back to the box. Thank you very much for checking out the stream. No, it's very late, but we have people from all over the world. So I don't know what time it is where you are, but thank you very much. So this one, this last one, I guess, I don't know where this goes. So this one, I'm gonna have to figure out where to put this small fan. I know this goes into the motherboard because I've seen this connector. I don't know where this one goes though. If I put this one into the motherboard, then I have one of these. This should be for another controller because this is the same connector as these, a small one that I use here on the back. So this is for another controller. So this is motherboard, controller. In this case, yeah, this is gonna go to the motherboard, but it is smaller. Well, we'll figure that out. I don't know where to put this connector. This connector, let me see if I can show you this connector here. Figure out where to put this connector, a small one. I don't know where to put that one. Of course, we can read the manual, but you know, why would I do that, right? So we don't need this extra. So for now, I'm going to save this to glue this to the case. I'm going to put back all these. I'm gonna put back all of these. I save everything, okay? I don't throw away anything. All the nylons, everything is getting saved. Okay? So we didn't need this one either. I put it right back in here. And this is the only thing we don't know where to connect. So hopefully we can figure that out later. Now let's see what we got here. These are even more cables. Huh. I think these are the cables that we already put in. So I think we're good. This goes back. This goes back. We are all set. How does this go? Forgot to put this back together. That's the RGB cable that goes in the motherboard. But after I put it on the motherboard, where do I connect this? Into the controller? But I already have that one. I already have, these should go into the motherboard. So why would I need this separate cable? And this separate cable has a lot more It has this cable, which looks like it goes into the motherboard. So this cable looks like it goes into the motherboard. The smaller one here looks like it goes into one of these controllers. And these, I've seen it before. I think this also goes into the motherboard. So maybe this is information for the addressable RGB to the motherboard. This one is power to the motherboard, and this one goes to one of these. I think that's what's going on. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we got this box back together. I'm going to. Oh, I missed this. Let me put it back in here. Let's go. So I'm gonna go and try to figure out this one now. So it should be, it's just one fan, so it should be a lot easier. Oh, I'm missing, where are the, I missed this one, and where are the screws? Did I drop them to the floor? I don't know where I put the screws. Yeah, that small connector can hook up to your reset button on the case to control the RGB with the reset button on the case instead of reset it with control the RGB. Oh, so instead of using the case one, use this. So this controls everything. Control the fans and the reset on the case. That makes sense. So we got 4 screws here. 4 screws. This is for the single fan. But I need to get all the screws for these, right? I need screws for this, and I missed that. I think I put them back into the box. Let me open that again. I think this is where all the screws go. Yeah, there they are. Let me get all the screws out. I'm probably not going to need all of them. That's a lot of screws. But just in case. Yeah, just in case. I'll keep them outside for now. Put this back. Just leave it like that for now. There you go. So now let's put this. Well, before I do that, let me get this. Take this out. Take this fan out. This thing is gonna blow. Don't tell me that. Well, if it blows, because I have so many fans, it's going to it should turn off the fire very, very quickly. Because it's a lot of fans, right? So if the PC blows, the fire should be extinguished pretty quickly. So this fan by itself is gonna go here as an exhaust fan. So the only connector that I need here, we have all the corners. All the corners are already sealed. They have a seal with these plastic magnetic corners. So I'm gonna use only one. It should be this one to connect, or should I? So I'm gonna have. So what should I do? Let me ask you. What should I do? Because in the future, I might get an AIO, a 360 AIO for the top. So I have 7 fans. 7 fans. I'm thinking, of course, I want to have 3 right here because that's going to show off from the side of the case. So I want to see these fans shining right here. So 3 fans right here. Then for the other 3 fans, I have the option to put them at the top or at the bottom. I think I should go with the bottom one. So I leave the top free for a future AIO, but at the same time, maybe putting them at the top would be better. No custom loop with GPU. Well, I don't have that. I don't have that yet. So I think it's gonna be better for me to put 3 right here and 3 at the bottom. So if I do that, I'm going to daisy chain these 3 fans right here with 3 at the bottom. So this cable, this is gonna be the bottom one, and this one is gonna go at the top. I think that makes sense. So this would be the front. It will go like this. It will go like this, I think. Dual 360 racks will be insane in that case. Yeah, I can get a 50. So if I get a 5090 liquid cool, I can use the the top for the GPU, and then the side for the GPU, and then the top for the CPU. Yeah, I'm gonna get a CPU after the 5090. Way after. Like after I recover a lot. Because the 5090 is gonna just leave me like completely naked. Financially naked. Oh, I see the Leon Lee case. So, no, this is the MSI MAG Pano 100 LPZ, the black version. Yeah, let's let me connect this one. So what I was thinking, okay, do I need do I even need to use this for the last fan here? And I might not even need it, because if I might not need it, because look, these 3 fans are going to be connected. Like, I'm going to show you. Look, these 3 fans have this to daisy chain another 3 fans, and I'm going to use that. So then the other 3 fans will also have these, and I could use this to daisy chain the last fan. But the problem is, I don't think this cable is going to be long enough to go from the bottom up all the way up for this fan. So I might still need to use this. So I'm gonna use it for now. So this one is the perfect H. Yeah, so for this one, we need power and the addressable RGB information. So that's not this one. This one would be to connect it directly to the case. And I don't want that. I want to... So which one should I use? Let me show you. So I have 2 options to connect the single fan. I have 2 options. One cable has the connector for the motherboard. This one has the connector for the motherboard. Let me see if you can see that. Get it close. So this one has the connector for the motherboard, and it has these, which should contain the addressable RGB information. So these 2 cables could be connected to the motherboard. But I have this controller right here. I want to control everything through this controller. So the other option has only this small cable, which could also go into the motherboard, I believe. Here, let me see if there's another cable side here. No, that's it. Interesting. So I don't really know. Can you tell me? Okay. You're saying that's a USB connector. Best airflow will be with vertical GPU. Yeah, I need the thing is I want to use, so once I get the 5090, I want to try the 3080 as a second GPU for lossless scaling. And if I connect the 5090 vertically, I think I don't have space for a second GPU. It's gonna be in the middle. If I get a 5090, I might not have space for the second GPU anyway because it's gonna be so big. But at least I have a chance, I think. But yeah, this motherboard, this case lets you set the GPU vertically. There's a USB connector on the motherboard. So you will go with this one, the one that has both these. So let's try this. So I have all my fans and also an AIO connected to my Lian controller, and I can control everything PWM in BIOS. Yeah, the motherboard can control things. And this controller has a USB port. So I guess the motherboard can do it. I don't know. This might take some trial and error. Really recommend all fans on controller area. So the thing is, how do I connect the single fan to the controller when I don't see this connector? I don't see this connector. I only have these two. So none of these two connectors that come with a single fan, I can connect to the controller. I can connect them to the motherboard. Let me see how can. So side and bottom intake brackets facing you. Side and bottom intake bracket. Side and bottom intake brackets. So you want me to change the case? I don't understand exactly what you mean. Let me to flip the case. Use the USB connector. It will allow you to use software. The USB connector. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one that has both. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the way to go. Hopefully the motherboard has enough of these connectors. The controller treats all the fans as one in BIOS, but you have extra control in the software. One cable is RGB power connector for the motherboard to control the RGB. The other cable is a straight to USB port on motherboard, so software to control. So so the motherboard to control the RGB app. Software, I think, can be more granular, but I like it more like a global solution from the BIOS. The USB connector goes from the motherboard to control unit. From the motherboard to control unit. The USB connector. Okay, let's keep going because I will see it once I mean, if I make a mistake, I can just unscrew it and do it again. So let's go with this. It's gonna work. We have power, and we have the USB. We have this controller because this one only has one, and I am not sure if my motherboard has these. And if it has, this one is not labeled, so I don't know the name of it. Okay, so I'm going to just screw this right here. I'm gonna screw it in, and for that, I think it would be better if I flip the case. You can see this better. See what I'm doing? Let's flip it. I'll flip it and work like this. Yeah, so you can see that part. Does the fan use the cable to daisy chain to the other fan? Yeah, so these three fans come with this, and this should definitely be, this is definitely to daisy chain. So I will use this one to go to the other three fans. But the problem is the other three fans will also have one of these, but the cable is not, I don't think it's gonna be long enough to reach the single exhaust fan, because the single exhaust fan is way higher. So that's the thing. Otherwise, I think it should work, but it's not that long. Like single fan cable to 3 stack fans. So yeah, I think it would be, so what I was expecting is to be able to connect this single fan to connect it to here, to the controller. But I don't have that cable. So this cable is not going in here. The only cables that go in here are like these. And I mean, I can use one of these cables that came with the triple fans. I can do that. I think actually that's gonna be that's the way to go, man. Why would I complicate myself if I already have the cable? It didn't come. It makes sense that this cable would not come with the single fan, because if you don't buy these 3 fans with the controller, you don't need this cable for the controller because you don't have controller. But that's the reason why I have more of these cables with the triple fan. So I think that makes the most sense. I'm going to use one of these spare cables to fix that. So I think that's gonna be the solution. So one of these, this is what I need. Of course, that's what I need. So I'm just gonna use these to go straight to the controller. Exactly. So problem solved. We got smarter. We contemplated the solution. We found it. What do you think about that? I think that's the way. Yeah, there you go. So see, this cable now goes straight into the controller, and it should be long enough. Then this should be long enough. We'll check it out, but it should be definitely reaching that controller. Yeah, it should be long, sufficiently long. So we'll connect it right here. Actually, let's wait until I screw that in. So let's start screwing fans. I think we figured out already, after 1 hour, 24 minutes, we finally know how to connect 3 fans and put it on the case. So I definitely shoot for the moon when I was I was expecting to do the whole thing, like swap the whole PC. Look, we have to learn first, okay? I'm sure in the future it's gonna be faster, but for now we have to learn, right? It's just the way. Yeah, this build will take 4 hours. I mean, we have someone that's very optimistic. Thank you very much, man. That's the spirit. So I should use Chat GPT video call feature. Yeah, we should ask Chat GPT. Put the 3 of the fans on top as exhaust and they connect that single fan to them, or just use the cables to connect the single fan to the motherboard as exhaust and 3 of the side as intake until you get the AIO. Yeah, I think that makes more sense, and I think it would give me actually better performance. But you know, after I set it up, I don't want to have to move it. So I think I'm gonna just put 3 at the bottom, 3 here on the side, and then 1 exhaust, and then have the top free for the AIO. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because when I get the AIO cannot be at the bottom, right? I cannot put the AIO at the bottom. I think I watched a Gamers Nexus video where he said no, shouldn't do that. Then the AIO pipes should go from the top, and you should not put them at the bottom and go high, right? So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's go. Let's finally do something that should be very, very simple to do. So we're just gonna screw the fans into the case. So for that, we have these long screws. Man, even the screws of this fan look amazing. They're so shiny. These are not like, you know, one of these screws. These are so shiny, bro. So let's go. So I'm gonna put this one in. So I have a decision. If I were to put the other 3 fans at the top, I would put the fans like this. But because I'm gonna put the other 3 fans at the bottom, then I'm gonna have to put the fans like this, because I want to daisy chain those 3 fans. So it's gonna be this cable going this way. So I'm going to just put this right here. Now, I don't want to bend this cable too much like this. Should I limit? I think I should. Let me try this. Why do these? Do I have space later? Because I didn't want all the weight to go on the cable, bend it. It's okay. It's not gonna break. There you go. So now, if I use the long, how can I? So my question is, the fans don't have threads. So I think I have to use the short ones. So the short ones, let's see. Let me try the long ones. Flip the fans. So how should I flip them? Upside down? I mean, I think I think this is the direction of the airflow. Let's see if we have an arrow. We don't have an arrow, but I think this is the front. This is the way to go. See, because the shiny, beautiful part is right here. That's what I want to see. I don't want to flip it the other way because I'm going to use this port. I'm going to use this cable to daisy chain the fans at the bottom. So why would you flip them? Okay. Oh, so you're discussing if this is intake. So I think what I thought is this is intake. So my idea is, okay, this is intake. So we get air in from here. It goes this way, and then it goes out from here. And it makes sense. So it looks good because the front of the fan is this. I want to see the front of the fan, not the back. So if I flip it to exhaust from here, then what I'm seeing is the back of the fan. Right? I don't see a small R arrow. The fans form inside the case. The fans from inside the case to the back. Is the side of the case solid? No. The side of the case is completely a mesh. I'm going to show you the side of the case. That's the whole point. Look, this is the side of the case. Look at this. It's all open. So this goes here. This is the size of the case, and it has a mesh. This is a plastic mesh that I can remove for cleaning. So it is gonna let the air in. See? So I think that was the whole point of, because this case is mostly glass. So the air is coming from the side, from the bottom, and from the top, and also exhaust here. Do you want air exhaust out of the case in this direction? Okay, so nice. So do you want the fans blowing or sucking? They are currently blowing air out. So right like this, they are blowing air out. The fans are definitely set up as exhaust right now. Really? You need to turn them around for intake. Really? Huh. Interesting. So that. Huh. So let me ask you. Oh. So if I'm going to set the fan, so look, if I'm gonna set 3 fans at the bottom, I'm gonna get air in this direction. So let's think about it. If I only have one exhaust fan here, and then these ones are in, so we get air in, air out, but just with one fan, and then air in from the bottom. I think that's gonna work. But we're gonna have a lot of pressure going in and just a small fan going out. Instead, if I have the fans at the bottom getting air in, and we have these 3 getting air out. We have a lot of air in, a lot of air out, and we can also have this exhaust being intake. So we get intake, so we create this, and I think it will be a more powerful airflow. So for that, to have these fans blowing this way, it's like I have it right now, right? That's what I have right now. Positive is better, less dust. So negative is when all the fans are going out, right? And positive is what I'm thinking. Yes, that'll work. Okay. Okay. So if you run the 3 fans slower than exhaust, you may be able to equalize the pressure. Oh, yeah. So have the single fan just a lot more air than the others. But I think that makes more sense because think about this: to create the maximum pressure, I think it makes more sense to have 3 in, 3 out. See? Because if I have this blowing air in, then I have in from the bottom, in from the side, and then only 1 fan exhausting air. I don't think that's the best. So if these 3 fans right now are blowing air out, I like it because I'm gonna have 3 at the bottom with air going in and 3 at the side with air going out. So if I do that, then this fan has to blow air in. So if these are blowing air out, then I need this single fan to go like this then. So I need this fan to go like this. So the beautiful part of this fan has to be facing out, right? So if this part is facing out, it means the air is going in, right? And then I have to reverse the CPU. Yes. I have to reverse the CPU, which I can do. I can do that. Yeah. Interesting, huh? See, we're getting scientific. I like it. I like that. So I'm going to have to reverse the CPU fans, and the GPU is not going to be a problem. Yeah, I'm going to have to reverse the CPU fans. So 4 fans in, 3 fans out. Yeah. Let's go, man. We can all do it together. Can you imagine me just trying to figure this out? We get all messed up, fans in. So I think it's going in, it's actually going out. We get like negative pressure. What a mess. Now, what I was thinking right now is how do I fix this in? Because I don't see any threads anywhere. I don't see any threads anywhere. So this fan here, let me see if it will go. This is unbelievable. We're struggling to put a single screw. No, it's not right here. It is right here on the side. Okay. So, yeah, it's not going to work. So I think we need the thicker ones. So what is this good for then? What are these thin, what are these screws good for then? Not for this part, right? It's gonna blow at the end, you know that. Rubber grommets. For radiator. Oh. Oh, so these fans are also good for radiators. Okay. Yeah, so this is not necessary then. I'm gonna use the short then. I'm gonna use these short screws. Let's go. So to use these short screws, I'm gonna have to use them from here because they are very short. Long screws are for AIO. Okay, these screws are usually for radiators. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be screwing from here actually. Hold it in place. So I want this to be high. There you go, man. This is beautiful. We have a perfect square here too. We have a perfect square here to put the screw in. Do we get it right? Oh no. Oh no, it's not on the square, it's on the line. We put it on the wrong. We got it wrong. So it is on the line actually. I wonder how is this holding if there's no threads? Well, there is a thread. Or am I opening the thread when screwing it for the first time? I think so. You know what? I don't like that at all. Oh, this is magnetic. So you know what? I don't like that. Is that how it's supposed to be? Wait a minute. Let me ask you this. This is a very important question. So the fans don't have a thread. So the fan doesn't have a thread on the inside of the hole. The hole is perfectly smooth. But now that I use this screw, I am actually opening a thread in the inside of the fan. Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't like that. Fans go inside. Okay. Yes. So that's how they're supposed to be. Also, yeah, you generally thread the screw on first, install. So the fans go inside, and I want to thread the screw before installing. Man, I don't like that. I don't like that because it's like damaging it, right? The screws create the thread. Yeah, I see. That's actually what's happening. Huh. Because you're saying you can get a 65-inch S90C for $750 brand new. My God. That's it. That's just absolutely incredible value. But I already have two 65-inch QD OLEDs, man. That would be insane. How can you get that deal? I mean, that has to be the deal of the century. There's nothing can come even close to that. You need to create the thread yourself and do it very carefully. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna do that. So the fans go in. Okay. So I need to put the fans in. So then the thread doesn't go this way. I messed it up. So the threads are gonna have to go here. Let me get this out. I get this out. Yeah, that makes more sense, right? That makes more sense. That makes more sense. So we're finally going the right way now. Let's go. So these. So I can either have them close here or close here. What is better? Here? I think this is better because in this way I leave more space for the cable at the bottom. So basically I have two options. I have these. Let me show you this. Get this out of the way. I have two options. I can either screw these fans here very close to this, or a step closer to here. I'm gonna do it closer to the front because I have the cable at the bottom and I want some space for that cable at the bottom so it doesn't go against anything. So I think I'm gonna do it that way better. So let me start screwing this in, and let me make sure I have space at the bottom. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it at the very top here. Okay. So let's go and let's do it. I think I messed up the wrong hole when I was trying to screw it the first time. Will you have rooms if fans go on that side? You have room if fans go on that side. Room for what? The side and bottom are intake. Yes. Rear and top are no. Bottom is going to be intake and side is going to be exhaust. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do bottom intake, side exhaust, and the single fan is going to be intake too. And then I'm going to flip the CPU fans too. So room for everything else. Just swap for the single fan as it will be threaded on that side anyway. Oh, you're right. Yeah, all these fans are the same. You're right. Let me do that. Yeah, because I screwed it up. I threaded this. You're right, man. So I threaded this fan, the top one, the wrong way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna exchange that for the single fan because that one is gonna get threaded that way anyway. That is great advice. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So this one is gonna get swapped because they are all the same. All the fans are exactly the same. It doesn't matter if it comes with a bundle of 3 or a single fan. They're all exactly the same. So this one will be our single fan. We're changing it for this one. We're swapping it. Let's go. It is that easy. Oh no, before I do that, let me get rid of these corners. And leave these corners for the single fan. Only one remaining. I will put these here. Easy. This one's at the bottom. You know, once you know how it works, it is so easy. So once we figured out this, second time, not gonna be a problem. Let's go. That's beautiful, man. Thank you very much. That was a great advice. That was great advice. So now it's gonna be threaded where it needs to be. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna get this one in. This is supposed to be magnetic. We need to get some. I have some probably more advanced screwdrivers over here, but these ones are smaller. And then you can put 6 fans or 3 on one side and 3 on the back side. Yeah, this case is just insane, bro. Yeah, so many fans. Yeah, you can have more fans. So how many fans? What will be the record of how many fans we can fit on a case? If you get one of those 5090s with 4 fans, you're up to a good start for the record. Let's go. That's good. I think we're doing good. After almost 2 hours, we put the first 2 screws. First 2 screws. After 2 hours, we're doing good. 6 is plenty, though. I mean, we have 6 fans. Well, we have 7 fans actually. 3, and a single fan. And then the GPU has 3 fans, and the CPU has 2 fans. So that's 7, 10, 11 fans. That's correct. 11, 12 fans actually. That's insane, bro. So many fans. Okay, so I don't wanna tighten them because I'm gonna leave them a little bit softer so I can move them to a perfect place. Yeah. And I keep them soft, and then at the end I will tighten them. So I don't have to force anything. There you go. 4 in. So how can I send you some pictures of mine? So you can see the fans on my case. It will be better to see the fans and how they look installed on the same case. Send me an email. I have 13 fans on this case. So you can put a lot of fans. This 13. We've got 7, 10. How can you put 13? So we have 3, 3, 3. So that's 9 and 1 exhaust. I don't know how you can put 13 fans on the case. Unless you're counting the GPU fans. Yeah, send me an email. I shared the email before aerial guitar classes. You spend as much on fans as I did on my whole case with everything. All the fans and everything. Man, yeah, these fans are not cheap. We're talking about premium. These fans are not. This is luxury. Okay, luxury fans. That's why we're taking the time. We're taking the time to set them up. Think we're doing good. I hope I don't have to remove these to install the 3 fans at the bottom. What fans are those? So these are the MPG, these are MSI MPG EZ120 addressable RGB. See if you can see that. So I got a single fan, and then the single fan comes, but just the fan. And then we have these. We have 2 of these, which are 3 fans, 3 of these fans. Then each one of these boxes with 3 fans come with one of these controllers to control the lighting. And I realized that actually I only need one of them to control the whole thing, because they have 4 of these ports, and because these fans can be put together with this nice connector that gives you power and the addressable RGB information, you don't actually need a lot of these. So I have a spare addressable RGB that I might be able to use for something else, maybe, I don't know. So these fans are like $40 each, like $39.99. If you get the 3 fans, you get them for like $119.99. So it's 4x3, that's 12. So what you're getting extra is the controller for the addressable RGB, because the single fan doesn't come with the controller. So that is the advantage of buying the 3. So it is better to buy 3 together than to buy 3 separate, for sure, because you get the addressable RGB and you get more cables too. So that would be the deal. But yeah, I mean, this case, the entire case is like $120. So the 3 of these fans cost more than the entire case. I think, looking at it that way, the case is better. Actually, there is one of these cases that come with 4 fans. So that's the one I would get. but this one didn't come with any fans. So I would get the case, this case that comes with 4 fans, the version that comes with 4 fans. That's much better when it comes to, to the price, right? Because you get the whole thing with 4 fans. Then if you get an AIO for the CPU or the GPU and all of that, then you get the rest of the fans with the AIO instead of having to buy them separately. But yeah, if you want all the addressable RGB goodness, these fans, I can only imagine how good this looks. This is gonna be beautiful. So let me make sure these are all in, nice and tight. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to have them soft and vibrating and rattling. So I'm going to tight them. Tight them to spec with the right torque, like Gamer's Nexus. He would have a tool to measure the torque of each screw. So they are perfect. Same push-pull radiator as intake on side, 6 plus 3 bottom intake, 1 rear exhaust, and 3 top exhaust. Well, I would have to analyze your setup. I mean, it can get complicated. But what we're gonna do here is air comes from the bottom, 3 fans coming from the bottom. These 3 fans are going to exhaust, and from the rear, we're going in. So we're going to flip the CPU fans too. So everything goes here and out, and from the bottom and out. So I think that's gonna be beautiful. And once I get, so if I get an AIO, maybe I'm gonna have to flip the whole thing. But for now, it's gonna be good, right? And I think the best thing is that these 3 fans, I definitely want to see them from this side because they look better. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna flip it to show you that, and because we're gonna work at the bottom now. So to work on these fans at the bottom, maybe I should rest the case instead. But let's see. I'll show you this angle. Let's go. Man, I'm excited about this, man. It's just, I enjoy this. You know, like they say, the first one is the best. So this is unique. So I'm gonna get the other 3 fans here at the bottom going up. Now those fans connect right here. So to screw them, I have to flip the case so I can screw them from the bottom, right? So this is going this way. This one's gonna go this way. So they are also going to look beautiful. We're going to see this part. That's what I want to see. Is the most beautiful part of the fan. So this setup makes sense airflow wise, but it's also the most beautiful position, I believe, because if I flip the fans, then you don't see the most beautiful part of the fan, I believe, which is these. This is the most beautiful part of the fan. So I want to see that. Yes? No? Bottom will be the ugly side? Why? So if this is going out, oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Bottom has to be the ugly side. Yeah. But I mean, you have to choose. Can you get both in the same direction? No. If I go this out, yeah, bottom cannot go out. That's for sure. Bottom has to go in. The ugly side is the intake. Okay. So yeah, ugly side is the intake. So I might have to flip them. But I mean, the GPU is gonna be there to take care of it. So the GPU is gonna steal the show. So no one is gonna notice. No one's gonna notice them. I mean, once they're shining, they're gonna be beautiful. And I think you're definitely gonna notice more these fans right here than the fans at the bottom. So I think it makes more sense. I've been thinking on the height Y70 in the last few days because I was about to change my case to either that or a custom Barbados Gundam case. I have a guy from Vietnam making the 3D files to print. I searched for 17 weeks, finding everything the way I wanted it. Yeah, I mean, I know there are some people who are very, very picky with that. Are they reverse fans? No, so we're gonna have these fans blowing out to the outside, exhausting. So these 3 fans are going to be exhausting air. And then we're gonna put 3 fans here, intake at the bottom. So this part is gonna go like this, going in. So let's do it. Let me let me put this single fan already. So this one is gonna go in. So intake is the ugly side, like you said, not the ugly. I mean, it's still beautiful. I mean, this is shining through, but of course we have the plastic right here, but this is shining, and it's gonna be colorful anyway. So we're gonna let me put this together. So we're gonna get these, and the cool thing with these is that you can connect it, on any. You can use the connector on any of them, right? So I will choose to have the connector hidden at the top left, at the bottom left, right here. So this is where I'm gonna use the connector. There you go. So this one is gonna go like this. So I'm going to screw this in. Now the thing is, if I connect this fan right now, it's gonna make it a little bit more difficult for me to install the CPU cooler and all of that. But I can always remove it once I'm gonna do that. And I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow anyway. So I think we're gonna finish today with all these fans, and then tomorrow we'll continue. We will finish it tomorrow. So I'm gonna connect it. I'm gonna connect these. So get these out. Gonna connect these fans. Yeah, I mean, I'm not hurting, man. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Thank you very much. Yeah, I enjoy this, man. I don't have a hurry. This is like they say, this is MSI, AMSRR. I don't know how they, like, the massages and stuff. For me, this is relaxing. MSIR, MSR. I forgot to say that. I always like to make sure I'm pulling air from where there's a filter so that dust doesn't get into the case. I mean, this case has filters everywhere. The only place where I don't have a filter is right here. So we would be putting air in from this one. That's a good point. So pulling air from where there is a filter. So here we would be pulling air from, and there's no filter here, but it's a single fan though. But you might have a good point there. But the thing is, for me, I want to see the fans. These three fans right here, which are the most visible fans. I want to see this part because it is so beautiful. So I want to see that part. That's the thing. So for me, that's like a deciding factor. So we're gonna go with these. Now for this fan, I'm thinking to have more space for the CPU cooler, I'm gonna install it here as low as possible. So I have more space for that knob to a fan to maneuver and install that easier. Maybe this case has so much space that I don't need to worry about the installation of that fan. That fan is it's very difficult to take apart from the case I currently have it because it doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit on the case and I have no space from where the motherboard is to the top of the case, it is such a small space. That's why also I didn't want to install the three fans at the tops to not struggle with the CPU cooler. That's definitely a big reason for me to not use the top and wait for the AIO instead. Make this softer. Let's go. Yeah, I think this is gonna give me more space to have the fan at the bottom. You can get one that size off of Amazon for like $8. That's what I did. To get what for $8? Okay, see, Ariel. Sorry. It took me like 5-6 years. Only use manual for power cables, and I had my RAM wrong for a week. Ariel, you say you will get an AIO mask. Well, install everything correctly. So if I get the AIO, I don't think I would have to change anything really. I will go with the fans going up. So I have air blowing up from the bottom. The AIO would keep going up. Maybe the only thing I might have to change is 3 in, 3 out. This one in. I don't think I would have to change anything. Maybe this one, but I don't want to change this one because it looks better. So we'll test the temperatures. We don't have an anechoic chamber or what's the name of that? A test that Gamers Nexus does, the airflow test. That's like a smoke, and you can see the airflow. We'll check it out. I mean, the 5090 will definitely show the difference because 5090s are very hot. So I can definitely see what's gonna be the best setup for me. So that's good. I like it. I have the cable right here. And I can hide the cable. So this cable can be hidden. That's where the motherboard goes. So I don't want to go with the cable here. So I might want to go down and hide the cable over here. Well, this is where the GPU goes. Maybe I should have put the connector here at the top instead and get the cable out. But I can always do that, I think. It shouldn't be that difficult to do that swap from here because it is because I would have to. Well, let's see. Let's wait. Let's wait until I have the motherboard in. Yeah, because I'm thinking I want that cable maybe from here. Can I remove this now? No, I would have to remove it. So if I have this here, will it be on the way? That's where the motherboard goes. So I cannot have the cable. I think the best place would be at the top. Right here at the top might be the best place to hide the cable. I think I made a mistake. I should have had this cable instead of at the bottom, have it right here at the top to hide it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do it again. Okay, let's see. So once I get the AIO, I need to change everything. Negative pressure with AIO. So negative pressure means everything goes out. No back fan is out. Just run the front fans at a really slow speed. It's mostly there for effect. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're looking for. A little bit more intake that exhaust is perfect. More intake. So once I have the AIO, this will be intake from the bottom, exhaust, and exhaust. So more intake. So then I would have to do intake, and exhaust. I don't know, man. So let me change this because I think it's better to hide the cable. Actually, I thought it was gonna be better. This position was gonna be better, but no, actually not. I think it's gonna be better to have the cable at the top. I think it's gonna be better. So I'm going to change the place where I have the cable. You know, that's another thing that's very good about these fans is that you can change this connector if you want. So right now I want to have it right here at the top. I think I can do that. Let me see. I think I can do that. No, actually not. Oh, well, I can change the fan itself. I can keep it here. Yeah, I can keep it here. Yeah, and this is a more beautiful part anyway, because this one has the sticker, so I don't want the sticker to be visible. So yeah, this is better. Not this way, the other way. And I like even the plastic part has a magnetic thing. So yeah, I want the fan to be like this because in that way I can hide the cable here at the very top through here. I believe I can. I don't think the motherboard is gonna be in the way here, right? That should be fine, right? That should be fine, right? That top hole. What Chris said. Okay, Chris. Negative pressure means you would be sucking air in from every hole in the entire case. Okay. Oh, now I noticed that this fan. Oh, I was struggling for no reason then. This fan, because it's magnetic, you don't have to hold it with your. I was struggling for no reason. This fan, because it's magnetic, you don't have to hold it with the other hand. You can just do this and use two hands. Well, I figured that out after 4 fans. It's better later than never, right? Oh, wait. Did I change? I want this to go in. Why is this not going in? Oh, it's going this way. Yeah, there you go. So we're going in. I knew it. This was gonna be a piece of cake. I knew it was gonna be easy. Just to install 4 fans. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, I think we're close to the end. Because yeah, we already know how to do this. So yeah, I think this. What do you think about this cable going through this top hole? Is that gonna be? Oh, we're still here. Yeah, this is the second string though. This is the second one. Okay, let's see what you guys think about. Yeah, you definitely don't want to exhaust. Yeah, going out the bottom, we're gonna go up from the bottom. We're going in, air in. Yeah, but we're not doing that. We're going in. We're going up. So we're gonna have these fans air up, and then these ones are exhausting. These beautiful fans here are going out. So we have the nicest look from these. So I think this cable right here is gonna be good. So let's go and do the bottom, 3 bottom fans. Before I do that, let me get this cable out of the way. You know, once you get practice with this case, I think it's gonna be a breeze to do this. The thing is, usually we do this one or 2 times, and that's it. But yeah, I think after you figure out how it works, it's not difficult at all. Okay, so let me get these fans. Let me get these. We have a door here to hide all this stuff. But I wonder. Oh, I know. So I'm gonna hide it from here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, for cable management, I'll try my best, but in this case, because we have that space in the back, it doesn't really matter because you can hide everything in the back. Now, for this part, we need to open the bottom, right? I see these. I think this should be magnetic. Or maybe not. Oh, I know. I see 4 screws. No, actually 2 screws only for these. Oh, this one's gonna be even easier. I see these. So I think I only have to remove these 2 screws, and I can get all this out to install the fans very easily. Yeah. Now, one thing I don't like about these 2 screws is that they look unique. So if I thread these screws, if I damage them, then where do I find the replacement? I think this case is coming with some screws, some spare screws. So I think that's maybe they have some there. Yeah, there you go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. So we have these two knobs right here. So it goes in, and then we have these two screws. So now we can easily put the last three fans right here. It's gonna be a piece of cake. Piece of cake. This part, this last part is gonna be a piece of cake. So now let me get this out of the way. I already know how this works. Even when I never, now that I'm reading it, it makes sense. But yeah, we will figure it out. We figured it out, so we don't need the manual anymore. Thank you very much. We're gonna need these for the controller. We don't need these long screws because we are not using an AIO. I'm gonna save these. And we don't know this cable yet. What are we gonna do with this one? So we don't need these two. These two cables that come with a single fan, we don't need it because we use one of the cables that came with these to connect the single fan directly into the addressable RGB box. So we didn't use any of the cables that came with a single fan. We don't need it because we have a lot of extra cables. And actually the kind of cable that we use for the addressable RGB didn't come with this single fan because this single fan didn't come with the addressable RGB box. So that makes sense. That makes sense. So let me keep these two screws right here so I don't miss them. Oh, let me also make sure I save these. I save everything. As you can see, I do not throw away a single bag. No way. Let's go. Let's go. So it's the final piece of the puzzle. Final piece of the puzzle for today. And then tomorrow, we're gonna do a long stream. I think tomorrow we're gonna stream the whole day. The whole day tomorrow. Non-stop. Yeah, we cleaned the PC we're gonna be taking apart tomorrow. I cleaned it up already. Do you tweak basic settings for your BIOS and tuning off useless things on Windows? I have the 5800X3D. There's not a lot of tuning that would be necessary, or you can do with that CPU anyway. The RAM that I bought is already maxed out. I'm sure you can adjust a little bit the timings, but the 5800X3D doesn't benefit too much from it. So I never look into it very deeply. I don't think I would gain any performance. Six fans exhaust will cause a lot of negative pressure, so we'll need to run them slower. Yeah, that would be crazy. I don't know how that would work well, but maybe it would. I think this setup that we're going to do, I think it makes a lot of sense. We got three fans blowing up, this one's out, and this one in. So it's gonna be in this way and out this way. I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's open this one. We need the, oh, there you go. Hey, there it is. Let's see if I can reach. This is brand new unboxing. This is brand new. There you go. I love unboxing. Such a nice feeling. The new tech. It is such a nice thing. Unbox new toys. Let's go. So this one, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use from these, so it's not. I thought I would use from here, but I'm gonna need something from here anyway. So this is going to the bottom. We don't need it. Get these fans out. Oh, this time I'm gonna save it this way, see if it's better. I think this might be a better way to save the packaging. Just to cut the seal. I'm surprised the camera at the top. Look at that, man. It's so shiny. Woo! Man, this is shining through. Look at that black shiny. It is so shiny. Look at that. It's HDR. I love how that shines. Got this. 2. And the third. I'm sure Linus would open this very fast. He would not care at all about the bag. He would literally throw away the plastic bags and everything. I bet. He would just be like, done. Don't care. Or maybe he would care. He's a very passionate enthusiast. Let's go. So these are gonna be going this way. So we're gonna need these. Actually, we don't need that for it. And just open. So these are a bunch of cables. Oh, actually, we don't need these. This is the controller. We don't need anything from here, actually. I don't think we need anything from here. All we need is right here. Because we already have a controller, that's why. We only need one controller because we're gonna daisy chain. Okay, so these we're gonna use. See what we got. So most of those cables we're not going to use them. We're gonna use these for sure. And the screws we're gonna use are these small ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're also gonna use these. And 10 and 12. So most of this is going back, but try this. So now that we know, this should be a lot easier. I'm surprised none of these came with a cable installed. I guess I installed it myself when I opened it in the first live stream. I thought it was coming with it already, but no. I did it myself. So should be able to figure this out a lot easier now. Let's see. So we don't want the there you go. See, there's a hole, and there is this. So they are magnetic. It goes in like this. You see, if I practice for a video, I could do it a lot nicer. So if it doesn't go in because it's magnetic, boom, boom, easy like that. If it doesn't go in, we just flip it. Boom. Then go in, boom, just like that. Then these are going like this, and we're gonna daisy chain from here. So this connector right here is going to go to this one, and it's gonna go to this one on the inside. So we want that connector to be right here. Let's see if it goes in. Oh, it doesn't go in because it is asking for, oh, that's a problem. That's a problem because I have to use it right here. It doesn't go in this way. Let's try this one. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to get this wrong. It's only one position. Now, that's a problem because, oh, no, it's actually perfect. It's actually perfect because I can put it right here. Perfect. This is perfect because it's going to be on the inside. It's going to be on the inside. It's going to be like this. Boom. I like it. Man, look at that. I like it. So this is going to be perfect. They thought about it. Of course they did. Of course they did. Oh, there's one thing I didn't notice. I should have peel off these fans because they have a protective layer that you can peel off. So it is shiny too. So there's no ugly sides actually. These fans have no ugly side. Okay, so let me see what you guys saying. I'm liking how this is going. How much power supply? So how much it costs? This power supply. So this power supply is the MPG A1250GS PCIe Express 5. So it is 1,250 watts. It has two 12 volts, 2x6. I mean, the latest technology for this, 5090 for all these GPUs. No, it's actually more. Let me show you. Let me Google it so I'm sure. Let me tell you, this power supply is not cheap. This is premium. Let me Google it. So MPG A1250 GS. Let's see. This power supply is right here on MSI. website. I don't think I'm gonna see the price right here. Let me go, just Google it. Go to Newegg or Best Buy. So let's see on Amazon or Newegg. So Newegg, $239 on Newegg right now. And I think, yeah, $239.99 on Newegg right now. ATX 3.1 ready, PCI Express 5.1 ready, power excursion 235%. So what that means is like it can handle spikes that are a lot higher, actually. And it says 5090, 5080 ready. So I mean, this is like for the 5090, 5080 GPUs. So yeah, this is a real deal. Yeah, more than that, yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't choose that. I told MSI I'm getting a 5090, so I need the power. And they just sent me the best they have right there. So yeah, it's a really good choice. You're going with such a powerful GPU. I mean, you definitely, the thing is with the 5090s having all those issues, you don't want to mess around with a power supply. Now, one thing I just noticed is that these fans have a peel that I didn't remove. And I will remove here, especially because I'm going to see it. So this is going to be shiny, actually. Or am I messing this up? No, this has a peel. It is so perfectly tight that I was doubting myself, but now there's a peel here. Yeah, there's a peel right here. So I want to peel this off so it is shiny too. Peel this off. And I hope I didn't mess this up. I think I should peel it off. Right, peel this off. I'm sitting in the box. Oh wait. Let me get rid of this guy. I don't know. FOMO was also getting this guy on the stream. Someone spamming some nonsense. There is no peel on the back. Oh, no, no. If there's a tab on, it peel it. Don't know what peel you're looking at. Oh. Well, I messed it up then. I mean, it looks like a peel. It looks like a peel. If not, I messed it up. Well, let me do this. Actually, I believe it is a peel. But let me not keep going. Let me not keep doing it. So I'm gonna try to smooth it out back into place, and it's working actually. So that's very good. So I'm using my nail to smooth that out into place, and it's working. So the bubbles, the air bubbles, So there's no peel then. I thought I was. I believe it is. I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna mess it up more. Just gonna keep it like that. So this one, I'm going to, actually, I'm gonna put this on the back. I'm gonna put this on the back. It's not on the middle. So I kind of messed it up a little bit. So I'm gonna change it to the back. That's a good thing. All these fans are the same, so you can always change it. I'm gonna change this one to the back, just like that. Man, this is so satisfying. If I have to do this again, I would actually enjoy it. That's good. I kind of messed it up a little bit. Oh, let me get rid of this. Why would you do that, man? Let's go. Okay. Will you be doing a video to let us know when Shader Glass has fixed their CRT? Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's for sure. Oh, it is a sticker. Don't peel it. Okay. So I guess, yeah, I'm not gonna peel it then. Oh, I'm glad you told me because Ariel, make sure you put them face down because they are going to be exhausted if you don't. Yeah, so this is an option. Yeah, I think actually I should do it this way. There's a space, I believe. Do we have a space? No, there's no space for that. Yeah, there's no space. If I put the fans, yeah, there's no space for that. Of course not. No space for that. So let's just screw them in and we'll be all set for today. I'll take a nap and go back at it tomorrow. So actually tomorrow we have the live stream with Gaming Tech. Usually. I think we can still do it. As long as I finish before 5 p.m. We should be able to do it. So I'll be going streaming the whole day tomorrow. The whole day. So let's see. Oh no. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. So no, yeah, this like this. Oh, but no, let me make sure. So once I have it this way, no. This way goes like this. So let me make sure. This goes in. Yeah, it goes in this way. So this is the way I want. So it will be like this. So this is how I have to screw this in. Yeah. So now, do I want? I think I want to have it as close as possible or as separate as possible. So here I got as close as possible there. Here, I think I want as close as possible here. But no, but I don't have an option. I have to do it here. Yeah, I have no option. Now, do I want to close here or close here? Let me line it up to see. If I line this up, so if I line this up here, let me see where do I want this to be exactly. I have to be right here. So I want it to be as close as possible to here. So as close as possible to the top. So it lines up better, or do I want it? No, I want as close as possible to the top. So it lines up better. But this is very, very easy to be able to take this part out. Makes it very easy to install the fans. Uncle, look at this website for more help. So tomorrow, what time? So I'm gonna sleep nice. I don't put the alarm during the weekends. I want to sleep the morning. So I'm probably gonna start in the afternoon, probably like at 2 p.m. That's US Central Time. 1 or 2 p.m. Maybe the dab of super glue to hold the cover, in sometimes wire and PCB are exposed under the sticker as well. Yeah, it's interesting. That was looking like a peel actually, but it was so perfectly tight. I think it was starting to peel up a little bit, so that's why I thought. It was actually gonna peel. The bearing cap might fall off. Most times it is held in by the sticker, but I haven't had a new premium fan in years now. So MSI websites. MSI websites. Don't click random links. Who posted a link here? That's right, do not post links. Because then YouTube removes the comments. Anyway. Will you be okay? So let's keep. So what happened with the chat? Do we have any other? No, I already cleaned up the chat. I think those are bots actually, because FOMO the other day on the stream he got some of those. That's I think those are bots. I don't know what's the purpose of it. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, this is the way. So we did this in record time. Record on the high side. On the high side of the record. Who has it? Like, when have you seen on YouTube 3-hour long stream for 7 fans? Have you ever seen that? And that's because 4 of them were already unboxed. And tomorrow we're gonna see the longest. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do it fast because I've already built that PC, so I already know how it is. This one I was trying to figure out. Actually I forgot to use these. Well, I can do it later after I finish screwing. Well, let me do it here just in case. So we have these corners to make everything look like a perfect fan. So this one goes here. No, this one goes like this. There you go. This one. So they are magnetic. They only go one way, which is great. Huh. Oh, the fan. Oh, see, I have to do this before entering the screw because the screw doesn't let this go all the way in. The screw would go into the hole. This plastic thing has a hole, so the screw would go in there. So if the screw is already in, this doesn't go in. That's why the other one struggled to go in, and I hope I didn't scratch that. So yeah, definitely don't screw this in until you put this. Yeah, that goes. That's why I was like, man, why this didn't enter as fast and snappy as the rest of them? That was why. There you go. So now we can. I'm gonna have to do the same with these. Let me soften the screw, and then put it in. Yeah, the best thing about this is there's no way you can get it wrong because everything is designed to be one way. You cannot get it wrong. So even if you don't read the manual, like me, you can get it right. Let's go. Just a few screws and we're done. He wants reverse airflow for looks. Yeah. Let's go. That's all it matters. That's all it matters. We need airflow. The airflow needs to have some color. Now, honestly, I'm gonna use the RGB, look at it, enjoy it. But when I'm actually using the PC, I'm gonna turn all the RGB off for sure. There's no way. I mean, because I want a completely dark room for my OLEDs. I don't want any lights whatsoever. Any lights. So I don't like these lights that go behind the TV. I don't use that. Actually, there was one of those companies that reached out, and I said no, I would not be interested in that, and I would not recommend it anyway. The thing with addressable RGB is you can just turn it off. You can turn it on, enjoy it, show your friends, take a picture, post that online, make a video. Very cool. Now you're actually gonna be playing the game, you can turn it off. Now the other thing you can do, there are some games I think that support the addressable RGB to go with the game. I've never tried that. Actually, the game that I was recommending the other day, High on Life, has that feature. So you have to use a program, and then the game would change the colors of your RGB lighting depending on what's going on in the game. I think that's a cool feature. And if you have the TV thing going on too, you can have an explosion of colors in your room. That case is actually pretty sick. Man, I really like this case. Let me tell you. NSI knew that I was going to be blown away. That's why they didn't say anything. Hey, there you go. Here's the case. That's it. They don't have to tell me, oh, you have to say that you like it, because obviously, I mean, who's not going to like this case? just for the looks. I mean, it doesn't get any more beautiful than this, because you can see the whole thing. You can see the whole PC. And when it comes to airflow, look at how many options you have. We spend like half an hour deciding what are we gonna do with all these fans on the case. Well, half an hour, it's been like 3 hours just to install the fans. But I enjoy it, so that's good. So I mean, MSI knew these products they send me. They're just amazing. So there's nothing to. There you go. Enjoy. Nothing to say. Absolutely insane. Look at this. There we go. Now we're going. Actually, I like this because the fans are separated. So I have some space. And I'm gonna connect. So this is, look. This is unbelievable. These 3 fans have no connectors whatsoever. The only connection we're going to use for these 3 fans is right here. And this connection will give me power and addressable RGB that is going to be synchronized with the rest of the system. This is an amazing design. An amazing design, because all these hubs, they are transferring power and the addressable RGB information. So we don't need anything here. There is no cables. This is so clean. This is so clean. No cables at all. Can you believe that? So we're gonna connect it. The single cable for 3 fans. 1 cable for 3 fans. Can you believe that? So we're going all in. All we have to do, put in, and then we have two screws for it. Let's go. 2 screws, and we are done. I'm gonna read the comments before finishing the stream. I'm gonna read the comments, and then we will be set for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have a great day. Tomorrow I'll be streaming the whole day. I'm gonna wake up, eat some food, maybe stretch, throw some kicks, my punching bag, And then we're gonna start streaming. There we go. Single fan. That's it. There you go. Man, this looks so clean. And I have not even worked on cable management or anything. This just looks clean by default. Now we still have to figure out what to do with this. I don't think we need it at all. We don't need this. So the only thing we have to do is connect the single fan to the hub. That's it. Nothing else. All these cables, we don't need it. This one, we don't need it either. So I'm gonna return this one here. I don't think we need it. I believe this would be to put together two of the addressable RGB hubs. And that would be the only. So I'm gonna put it back to where it belongs, right here, inside one of these bags. I'll tell you for now, I'll just leave it right here. Put it in the bag. This is a bag for the fan. I don't remember where this came. It was probably I'm gonna keep it bent. I bought the Asus stuff on launch day. Get your Asus stuff. Get a 5090 or 5080. Wanted the Vanguard, but settled. I mean, the Asus stuff has two HDMI 2.1 outputs. The MSI, I think Asus is not topping the charts because they are using the thermal pads instead of the thermal paste, but that has some reliability benefits. But I mean, for two HDMI outputs, I will go with the Asus. We got this in. And well, it was a lot cleaner. And we need this for the addressable RGB in the back. So now let's just connect that one. Let's connect things in the back. See what we need here. I'm surprised the camera from the top is still working. It has been a champ. Let me. So we can remove these. Get this out. Now here, I just need to connect this one here somewhere. I think I'm gonna do 1, 2. I think I should go in order, maybe. Maybe it doesn't matter. But I'll do 1, 2. That click. And of course, we're gonna remove that. At the end, we're gonna use these. So this goes here. I have to peel it off to glue this somewhere. Probably here? I don't know. No, this is where the power supply goes. I'll figure that out tomorrow. Or at the end, once I have all the cables. The cable management is gonna take. We're probably gonna be streaming Sunday too. Let's see. So this is it. We connected the front fan. Look at this, man. This is so clean. With a single of these, we got 6 fans. And we got the 7th fan right here. So we could still connect a lot more. That's incredible. So we could have 3 fans at the top and connect it right here. Or maybe another daisy chain, if possible. Yeah, this is a very cool design and technology. It's very clean. I mean, just two cables right here, and the rest. This is power for the power supply. So we have power supply, we have USB, and these. I'm not sure if you're gonna need this. So my question is, if this is USB, I believe this small cable that we have in addition to the. See if you can see this. So look, we have power supply. These two go to the power supply. I mean, there's a cable from the power supply that comes out. We're gonna connect these two. This one says USB, and this very small connector here. I'm not sure what is this for. I guess it goes to the motherboard. But why would we need that if we already have USB and power? What would this be for? To synchronize multiple of these? Or would this go to... Oh, let me see this. The front of the case has addressable RGB too. There's an MSI logo there. So I wonder, this is HD audio. This is for the power button and reset. This goes USB. This is for the USB ports. This one, I don't know what this one is for. But we have this, and this is surely for the addressable RGB. This is surely for the RGB. But where would I cannot put this right here? This is gonna have to go to the case, to the motherboard. Yeah, this is gonna have to go to the motherboard. So I will have to figure that out tomorrow. Or if you know, let me know. Yeah, it goes to the motherboard. Okay. Bust out the manual. No, the manual we conclude that manual is not necessary. Just spend 3 hours to install 7 fans because we don't need the manual. You can always just keep plugging. Yeah, you just, oh, it didn't work. You just try another one. And then, one way should work. All those cables go to the motherboard. Okay. That makes sense. I hope my motherboard has that many ports. So yeah, let's leave it there. Right now it's kind of a mess, but we need the motherboard in and everything. Let me tell you, man, this system looks so, I cannot wait to see this connected and working. It looks so absolutely amazing. Look at this thing. Have these doors in the back. Look at this thing. Woo! Look at that. Man, what a beauty. What a beauty. Cannot wait to see that lighting up. So let me read some of your comments. And then we'll call it a day. It is 1:39 a.m. It's very late. I'm way over, so I'll read some of your comments and then go to sleep. And then tomorrow we will do the swap with the motherboard and everything. So I will start tomorrow. Maybe I will do tomorrow one live stream to remove all the components from the PC, and then another one to put them on the new PC. Let's see. I'm not sure what the small one coming off the hub is. I don't know. Because the thing is, if the same input, so if the cable was the same in both ends, then it would make sense that you would connect one hub with another hub, but they are different. So I don't know what that is for. Maybe I'm gonna have to look that up. You're saying, okay, the small one coming off the hub is the LED switch button. So there's like because this motherboard has a button to switch the LEDs manually without, let me see. So we have power reset. I don't see any button here so we have power reset and USB, and the phone jack. I don't see any extra buttons on the case to change the lighting manually. These I don't know what that but that small button is. It switch lights on off. Did the fans come with an RGB remote? No. I guess you have to change everything with the BIOS. Switches RGB on and off. Looks like your power on and off connection. I look it up. It is a switch for on and off for the whole system RGB. It is a switch, but where is that switch? Or the power switch on the case to turn the computer on. So whether the case has a switch or not. I don't see any switch here on the case. There's nothing. The only thing with buttons, the only thing with buttons is right here. And it's just power and reset. I don't see any other switch. We're gonna do the unthinkable and just look it up in the manual. The case might not have one. Yeah. Oh, so maybe it is for cases that do have one, maybe. So maybe I don't need it, and then I can just remove it. And then let me look it up real quick. So we know. That should be easy to find here. Okay, so that small connector here on the manual, it says hub JAF cable. So that doesn't tell me anything really. So let me see, where would I connect that? It doesn't show here. Oh, let me see on the back. Okay, here it is. So that small connector says that it goes to a hub JAF cable. And there's a motherboard port for that JAF1. So it goes to the motherboard. For what? I don't know, but a single of these hubs, I'll show you the manual. See if I can. The thing is, the camera exposure here doesn't get adjusted right. So with a single of these, we can connect 12 fans with a single hub. We can connect 12 fans because if you can just keep doing daisy chains. But yeah, I don't know what that is for, really. So, okay, let me see. The power on and off wires, sometimes they are separate. There will be like 1 or 2 little strands by themselves that connect 2 pins individually. You can always add your own switch. Here you'll finally marry your 5090. I am marrying my new PC. So after I see it on, I will declare for the whole life. This will be my PC forever, and I will never cheat with another PC. And you plug the hub into the motherboard. Okay, so that's like to have multiple of these addressable RGB controllers, and then you connect that to the motherboard. So in this case, I don't need it, basically. Where is the hub manual? So this manual has everything. Yeah, there's no other manual. This is the only manual that comes here. It tells you hub connection. There's no more explanation. So yeah, it seems like I don't need it actually. That look like a fan manual. Yeah, but it has everything. It has all the info. Playing Lies of P while listening to this. I'm facing the Black Rabbit for a second time. So I've been stuck in Lies of P with a giant. I think I'm at the very end of the game with a giant that has so much health. You have to wait until you can get a critical hit. Otherwise, the health doesn't even move. So you think like the fight will never end. It's so long. It says JAF refers to MSI exclusive 7-pin connector that integrates system fan and 12 volts addressable RGB headers into one simplifying cable routing for RGB fan connections. Okay, so it's an MSI thing. I've never seen that before. So basically, I don't need it. That definitely is looking fantastic. In this case, it's looking amazing, man. Let me tell you that. Before I finish the stream, I'm gonna show you a close up. Let's go. He's speaking some Spanish here. Which motherboard are you choosing? So right now, I'm gonna use the same motherboard. Everything the same as I have. Waiting for the 5090. After the 5090, I need to recover. This is a lot of money. I'm gonna spend more than $3,000. After I recover, I might get the 9800X3D, or there's something better that comes out. And then with the 9800 X3D, I will get a motherboard and probably an AIO for this case. But maybe I will use the same fan. So he went to sleep, then he woke up and I was still streaming. I think I can see an RGB button on the side of your case. Can you zoom in? RGB button on which side? Right here? Oh, right here is power and reset. I'm gonna take the phone on my hand before we finish the stream, and then I will get as close as possible. You just need NSI center, works with any motherboard. I need the 9950 X3D so I can stream and everything at the same time. Let's go. It's $300 more, not a problem. Why didn't you do an SFF build instead? I don't know what SFF is. Is that a brand? I saw a comment that said you are the only man with sunburn from OLED, and it made me gig. And someone else said that if I was burned, well, let me not make that joke. Okay, so let's leave it there. Let me go with the camera on my hand and show you a close-up before we finish. Are you sure that's a reset button? Some cases don't have reset buttons anymore. It says reset. Well, it has an R. It has an R. That sounds like reset to me. But it could be that button. So, but let's say that button is for that. I don't see any. My reset button has an R. Yeah, it makes sense. It's a reset button if it says R. But the thing is, I don't see anywhere to connect that cable. That cable is that very small cable coming out of that hub. I don't see where to connect it on the case. Like from these cables are coming out of the case. I don't see where to connect this. Oh, wait. 3. Okay, we'll leave it. Let's leave it there, and tomorrow we'll continue. Try to figure it out tomorrow. Yeah, let me get the camera on my hand. Finish the stream. I'm gonna give you a close up. Let me get these camera load out. Boom, done. Let me give you a close up of the build. It's looking good. All of your case cables should plug into the motherboard except for maybe one going into your RGB hub. Sounds good. Let's take a look at this. Man, it's looking good. So we're going air. It's going this way. It's going this way, and it's exhausting through those 3. Man, this case looks amazing. So it goes, of course, we have tempered glass all the way here. We have tempered glass right here. And I have the punching bag right here with me. The punching bag is right here, so it's not letting me get a good angle. Let me actually move these. Let me move it so I can show you this angle, man. Look at this puppy. And of course, we're gonna peel this off. We have a peel on the outside. On the inside, there's also a peel. So this is gonna be as shiny as it gets. We have, this is not even flat. It has like a roof. It has a roof and mesh everywhere. So I have mesh at the top, mesh at the bottom, mesh on the side panel here. I love it already, man. I cannot wait to see this with all the fancy RGB lights. It's gonna be epic. So yeah, all MSI, man. MSI has it all. We have the monitor there too. So yeah, it looks like a Lamborghini, honestly. It is a reset button, but it can be used for the RGB lights also. There you go. So he actually has this case. So I wonder how you change the functionality, probably with a program on the BIOS or something. I love MSI. My motherboard is MSI. So it's my case. There you go. Yeah, so it is a reset button, but as Chris is saying here, because he has the same case, he's saying he has this same case in white, which looks amazing. This case in white with a white build, it looks absolutely insane. So yeah, let's leave it there, man. Let me get some sleep. It has a cable running from that button that you hook up to the hub. Oh, okay. So this button, the thing is the cables. Let me show you the cables are right here. So these a small, I don't see any of these cables. So these are all the cables coming from the buttons of the front of the case. I don't see any of these cables. None of these cables are the same as these small cables. So this one, this is the question right here. This one, it has four pins and it's very small. It has a cap on it. Oh, so it might be this one. Let me see. No, it's not this one. A cap. I don't see it. None of these cables are. That one? This cable? But this cable only have 3 pins. Okay. Well, how do I connect this right here? Oh, so you connect. Let me see, because man, let me see. Let me use my both hands. This doesn't. Let me swap the camera so I can. Okay. So, okay, the problem is this connector doesn't
This, I thought, okay, well, this would unplug from here. Well, it is unplugging. Look at the other side of the hub. The other side of the hub. The other side has no connections. No connections on the other side. Small one. Well, we'll have to figure that out tomorrow. Yeah, there's nothing on the other side of the hub. Like, this is the whole thing. This is the hub. Okay. This is the hub. You have 4 of these. So 2 right here. These 2 right here. 2 over here. And then we have, from this side is where all the connections are. And the one we are discussing is this small, this one. So this is a very small connector. Actually, let me remove it to show it to you. It's very small, actually, very thin. I don't want to break it, getting it out. I have to use the old technique because it is so small, but it's also very well, it's in, you know? I don't want to just pull too much pressure from here to not break it. Want to be patient. Man, that's so hard there. I don't want to break it. It is so hard. So I'll look it up tomorrow and see what we can do with this. Yeah, maybe it doesn't even come out. It's so hard. So we'll figure it out tomorrow. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Thank you very much for being here. Get a pair of needle nose pliers. Don't pull on the wires. Yeah, I don't like to pull on the wires, but I don't see how to get it out. Yeah, let's leave it there, man. Thank you very much. You'll see you tomorrow. I'll do this. I'll finish, or hopefully we can finish the build tomorrow. So yeah, we got a lot of comments here that I missed. But thank you very much for sharing the stream. So see you guys tomorrow. Take care and have a good one.